Okay. Well. Okay, so let's check. As I remember, we finished part A and we're gonna start with part B, right? Or this one? Yeah, part B, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, so let's match the phrases that we talked about actually the previous part, and so we know what to do. So let's match the phrases on the left with one actually and the right. Okay, the first
we had finished it already.
Ah, we did? Okay, just I was asking if we did. Okay, very good. So how about this one? 14.5?
Yeah, no.
No? Okay, so let's listen. Well, again, we have extract. So complete sentences below. Decide whether speakers are being diplomatic, D, or not. So let's see. Let me play this audio. Okay.
Recording 14.5. 1.
A non-exclusive contract would be perfect for us too.
2.
No, that's no good for us.
3.
We know the conditions of the market far better than you.
4.
I suggest a rate of 15% on all the revenue you obtain.
5.
15% is too low. We want at least 20%.
6.
We could help with this.
7.
How much will you pay us?
8.
We will talk about the commission later.
9.
To be honest, with a new distributor, we prefer a shorter period.
10.
It must be at least 3 years.
Well, the first one, first of all, let's fill in the blanks and then decide whether they're diplomatic or no. Okay. The first one?
Would be not a non-exclusive contract would be
but
perfect. Be perfect.
At the beginning of the session, you should be listening. Okay, would be perfect, of course. Okay, this is diplomatic or not?
I think it's diplomatic or not. I'm not sure.
It's actually, of course it is. So when you say would be perfect, using some, like, for example, like would, and, perfect. So of course it is. So it's not, a direct speech. Like, for example, the second one, no, that's not good for us. This is not. That's not good. But that would be great. So this way, okay? Yeah, of course. Well, the next one, of course, I already answered. So that's
diplomatic.
No, that's not good for us.
Not good. A non-exclusive.
It's not, of course. That's not good. That is really direct. So that's not.
I a little bit forgot about the diplomatic, and can you
remember that we talked? Yeah. Okay, so let's explain again. So do you remember that we talked about, like, for example, some phrases that we normally use to make our speech a bit more formal and a bit more polite? Like, for example, do you remember that I told you, for example, I can ask you, where is the bank? Or I can say, for example, could you tell me where the bank is? So actually the language is a bit different. When you ask or when you say something directly, just, a bit casual, so that's not good. So of course we don't say that is diplomatic. But when you use some phrases, it can be, for example, modals or would, or for example, some phrases that make your speech a bit more polite and of course formal in order to convince people to do something. So this is diplomatic.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. Yes. Yeah. And in the first question, speaker who he answer, or he feedback directly, so it's not diplomatic, right?
About the first one,
Yeah.
is a non-exclusive contract. Would be perfect. Would be perfect is good. So if I want to change it to a normal one, I say a non-conclusive is, for example, conclusive, exclusive contract. I can say that is not good. Is not good. This is not. So non-exclusive contract is not good. It's not perfect. So this is direct and this is not. But when I say would be perfect, this one is diplomatic.
Yeah. Yeah. In the first one, so that he don't agree with the contract, and he expect that it would be perfect. Yeah, right.
Yeah, let me say something. Actually, when we say, as I told you, diplomatic language refers to, as I told you, just style of polite. So as actually polite communication. So your communication is really polite, and actually it can be professional. But when you say directly, of course it's right. But when it's actually it's too casual to be used in a formal discussion. So when I say, oh, that's not good. So this is really casual. So it's better. But when I say it would be, especially to use a would and could, make statement more polite and you can use it. So this is the definition. So the first one is diplomatic. The second one is not.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and the next one?
And the second one is not diplomatic.
It's not, of course.
Yeah. We know the market condition, market faster than you. Right?
So we know the market conditions. As you remember, it was far better. How about this one? Far better. So what do you think?
I think it's diplomatic because in the first in the first sentence,
So it's not.
so we know. Yeah, we know.
Of course.
That means make in the situation become close and comfort.
Of course, we know the market, of course, for better than you. So we know better than you. We have more, yeah, of course. So 3 is not. And number 4, I
didn't hear.
Okay, I suggest.
Suggest, yeah.
I suggest rate of 15%. So what do you think about this one?
Diplomatic.
Yeah, it's just, of course, definitely because of suggest is diplomatic, of course.
Yeah.
And the next one, 5, 15% is too low. Let me help. We want at least.
Yeah.
Want at least. What do you think about this?
%50 is too low. I think it's diplomatic.
Again, read it. I want. We want. So
yeah.
Want. It's like in a direct. It's not really good. Yeah, of course, because I want. It's like, yeah. The first part is okay. So 15% is too low. We want at least, we want, no, it's not.
Yeah.
The next one, and
we could, is the next one, we could,
6, we could help you.
We could have, yeah.
We could help you. And and what do you think about this one?
It's diplomatic.
Of course, with, could, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
And how much will it pay us?
None are not diplomatic.
Of course, it's not.
Yeah.
8. Okay.
Yeah. Can you?
Yeah, we will talk about.
Yeah, I hear, but I didn't
Of course,
remember.
we'll talk about. Yeah, we would talk about the commission later. We will talk about the commission later. So how about this one?
I think in this situation, it is diplomatic.
No, it's not.
No.
No, because when I say, okay, we will talk about it later. It's like a bit informal to be diplomatic. So of course it's not. Yeah. For example, would you mind if, for example, we talked about later, for example, this one, do you mind or could we? So different phrases that you can use. But so we will talk about later, it's not diplomatic. And number 9, to be honest, yeah.
But in that situation, if I ask my partner a question, and do you think, and do you think we will, or do you think we should, or do you think we could to discuss about the commission letter? It may be better, right?
So of course, so you can use different. Yeah, could you say again? So you mean that you use different phrases to say that we will. When you say we'll talk about the commission later, it's I don't know. As I told you, it's too casual, too informal, but to be used, especially. But when I say, for example, could we talk about it later? Could we talk about it later? So this one is better. Okay.
Not diplomatic. For the.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, of course it is. To be honest.
Yeah.
Of course.
That means he said that his partnership is not on it, right?
So of course it's like to be honest means honestly, actually. Okay, but in informal language, actually, but here this is like a formal language that we use it. To be honest is formal and good one. So to be honest, yeah, it is. And the last one, it must be
not. Yeah.
So not. You said not?
Yeah, not diplomatic.
Okay, very good. Well, so, okay, now what we have is like chocolate manufacturer. Okay, I'll be diplomatic. Okay, for example, if you want to get a bonus, if the order is over 100 boxes, so what do you say? So you can use this useful languages. So as you can see, giving bad news and
what I have to do in this.
So just for example, suppose that you want to get a bonus. In different situation, you want to use diplomatic language. So it would be, it could be, it may be. So you can use. You get a bonus if the order is over 100 boxes.
Can you slide up to
Scroll up.
It is okay because I have to read again the D requirement. Yeah, just a minute. I have to read it. Yeah. And what I have to do in this
Okay,
session?
now read number 2 here. You
Yeah.
get a bonus if the order is over 100 boxes. So what do you say?
Yeah, let me offer you. Let me you should to get over 100 boxes, and you will
You should
get
is not good. You should is not good. You should is so direct. So
yeah, I suggest that you
yeah.
order 100 boxes.
So
And
for example, I don't know. You can say you get a bonus if the order is over 100 boxes. So how to say? For example, I say that is a diplomatic version that you can, of course, different alternatives. This is one of them. For example, I understand that a bonus applies for orders exceeding 100 boxes.
yeah.
So this one, of course. And then you can ask, could you please confirm if it's correct? So you're asking, so if it's correct, I think that this one, so this way, for example, I want to get.
Yeah, if I say that if you want to get a bonus, you could or you should order more than order over 100 boxes.
No, no, it
Is
just,
it okay?
just, yeah.
Or not okay? Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, just, of course, they use a way to could, they're really good to make actually your speech or your language more polite, of course. But, the beginning part, you say, again, you are saying that if you want to, you would. So it's not, if you want is not good. So, but actually you need to change it. This is business language. So you can say, I understand
Mm.
that
Mm.
a bonus applies for example, orders exceeding over 100 boxes.
Mm.
This one is better.
Oh, I it is orders exceeding or ordering or order.
Orders here, because if the order is noun here. Okay, so
Is yeah,
exceeding means over, more than, this
yeah,
way.
yeah.
Of course. For example, you want 20% discount.
Sorry.
You want this one, a 20% discount.
You want mm, because I have to do a lot of marketing campaign to sell the product, so I think 20% discount will have have budget to to make some marketing campaign. Yeah.
So, for example, first of all, instead of I won't, what can you say?
I want. Yeah, but I think if we use I want, that
It's not
means
good.
it not good, right?
Yeah, of course, this is too informal to be used in diplomatic language. Of course, it's too informal. Yeah, of course, it's not good. So, but
Yeah.
what I would like. So, if you want to say I won't, so, and that is a diplomatic language, you can say I would like.
Yeah.
So, I would like, for example, I would like to request a 20%, for example, discount. This one is, I would like to request, to ask, to request is better.
So, like I would when I want to express myself or so my opinion and beginning with I would like fit in every situation, right?
Of course, would like is really good. For example,
yeah.
I would like to inform you. I want to inform you. I would like to be absent even. So I won't. So want is really, you know, too formal to be too informal and casual to be used in formal situation. So I think I would like is really good and make your sentence. It's like, for example, you know, really good phrase that can apply for different sentences and conditions, situations, so you can easily use it. I would like is better. For example, if you want 30 days credit, what do you say?
30 days.
30 days credit.
I would like that you give me 30 days credit.
Of course, you don't need to say give me. Just I would like to request, for example, a 30-day, yeah, of course, credit. Yeah, I would like. So this one is better, okay? And you can deliver in 3 weeks.
I would like to receive.
You can deliver. It's like, you know, you should hear would like, no. Would like is used when you want to say you want. But here you are talking about your ability. First of all, you don't say I can. We are able. I am able. So I can know. I'm able to, for example, deliver the order in 3 weeks. I'm able. This one is better.
And compare be able to with can, and
of course,
which one is diplomatic?
I'm able. I'm able is, yeah. I can is casual. It's really normal. So you can easily, but I'm able. And so, for example, in writing, especially formal writing, you don't write I can. I'm able. We are able. So this one is clear and, of course, is polite. Well, and you want delivery in 2 weeks. How to say?
Yeah, I'm able to delivery in 2 weeks.
I would like, okay, to
a delivery in 2 weeks.
I would like is good, okay. But here now, okay, you don't want to say I would like here. Actually, you would prefer. You know what's the difference? When I say I want 30 days. But here we have a delivery, so I can say I would prefer. I would prefer, so this one, of course, why not? And now I don't want to say I would prefer, for example, delivery in 2 weeks. I say I would prefer the delivery to be made in 2 weeks. This one is better. I would prefer the delivery to be made in 2 weeks. This one is better.
Yeah.
Okay, and the next one, I want payment on delivery.
I want payment. I want payment on delivery.
Of course. I want payment on delivery. Again, I would prefer.
Yeah.
So I would prefer to what? To what? For example, here.
So
yeah.
I would prefer. on
Okay,
delivery.
now I would prefer, the first one is good. The first part is good. I would prefer, now what? I would prefer to arrange, for example, okay, what? Payment, okay, on, I don't want to say on, open, okay, this one is better, deliver.
Yeah.
This
Yeah, yeah.
is the paraphrase of my sentence. So, and then normally when you say the same sentences, use the same sentence, for example, I would prefer, I would, then you complete your speech using a question. What is that? For example, I would prefer to arrange payments upon delivery. Then I say, could you please confirm if this option is possible? Could you please, this one is perfect. Could you please confirm? You normally ask a question using could you please, because actually you're asking if it's possible. When you say I want, it's not. We would prefer, and then you ask, could you please confirm if this option is possible? So this is the way that you can make it more polite. Okay. And for example, you don't give discount.
We don't give. We may not be able to do that.
We meant to, okay.
I don't know. I use sentence using speculative language.
For example, yeah, of course you can say we won't be able. So this one is we can't. Okay, you don't give. You can say that. For example, discounts are not provided for example, orders of fewer than 100 boxes. So are not provided. Again, I use passive. Passive is really good language that can be used, you know? It's like when you want to, for example, in IELTS, you always say that if you want to make your writing perfect, use passive. And that is really good structure. So, are not provided. Are not provided. So, for example, the discount, unfortunately, the discounts are not provided for orders fewer than or less than fewer than 100 boxes. Okay, so, or policies, yeah.
When in some situation, in the negative situation, can I use I am sorry for beginning?
Yes. Of course. So it's like, yeah, of course. I'm afraid is really good. Instead of I'm sorry. For example, I'm afraid if we can't, I don't know, if we are not able
Hello, can you hear me?
Of course, I'm afraid is really good.
Yeah, and I'm afraid of, and I am sorry. Similar, and it okay.
When you, of course, when you know, you can say for I'm sorry, there are different phrases. I apologize is too formal, very good. And we normally, especially in formal language, we don't say I'm sorry. We say accept my apologies. I apologize. Or I'm afraid when you want to say that you are, I don't know, you are not happy with the condition, but actually it happens. So you can say I'm afraid, like I'm sorry. Okay, so but you can also say I apologize or accept my apologies.
Yeah. Can you write out apologize and apology?
Of course, yes. So let me write just, okay. Here, for example, the first one, my apologies. Apologies, this is noun. plural
Yes.
form of apology, okay? And then I apologize. I apologize.
Well,
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Yeah, of course. So accept my please accept my apologies. Or I apologize, so this one. But when we say I'm afraid, as I told you, it's like, not exactly the same as I'm sorry. But, I'm sorry is direct apology, But I'm afraid is more polite and indirect. And that is really good. So you can use it, okay? When you are expressing your concern, and I don't know, when you want to give especially when you want to give bad news, it's better to start with, I'm afraid. So this one is really good. Of course, I'm afraid. For example, oh, I'm afraid we cannot offer a discount for orders of fewer than 100 boxes. So this one is really good. But because when you say I'm sorry, again, it's really direct. Okay, I'm sorry. So it's not good for actually a formal. You can say I apologize, but actually let me say something. Apologize or sorry is used when you do something wrong. I'm afraid when you have some concern, concerns, especially you are not happy with the situation. Oh, I'm sorry, or I'm afraid we cannot. Yeah, of course. Okay, well, and this is about formal, polite, diplomatic language. Okay, so again, you can say, for example, I'm sorry, I don't like this one. Yeah. No, I'm sorry is not a good one. We were not, the second part is good. Okay, but this first word, I'm sorry, I'm afraid is really good. Your prices is rather. Okay. Would you, yeah?
Yeah, I have a question. I'm sorry, okay, but it is not better than I'm afraid, right?
No, as I told you, they're, first of all, they're slightly different. Because as I told you, it's used to straight and direct apology. I'm sorry. But if you want to be more polite and if you want to show your concern, you use I'm afraid. So for example, you want to deliver bad news. Okay, so just you're giving bad news, so I'm afraid is better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I understand that I'm afraid is better.
Of course.
But my question is the I'm sorry can it can be used in this situation. But I know that is better than I'm afraid. But I can use can I use I'm sorry?
Of course you can. Let me say something. So maybe, of course, there is a misunderstanding. Of course you can. It's like, I'm sorry can be perfectly suitable in diplomatic communication. So it's actually something different. But, it depends on the context. Why you are using this. But yeah, it can be perfect. It's not that because this is I'm sorry, that in formal, or we can say, for example, professional setting, phrasing might be, I don't know, sometimes should be a bit softened. To be, of course, because you want to be sure that if they are appropriate, for example, for the situation. So of course you can say when you make a mistake, so what you don't say I'm afraid. Of course you made mistakes, you have to say I'm sorry. Now I'm sorry, I would say please accept my apologies. So this one. But and now when you want to show, for example, you want to show sympathy, you can't say, oh, accept my apologies. No, I'm sorry is perfect. So it depends. It depends on the context. When showing sympathy, for example, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. This one, perfect. Or for example, when you wanna deliver bad news, I'm afraid. Don't say,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, because this is bad news. So you only say, unfortunately, I'm afraid. So they're better than I'm sorry. And for example, I don't know, when you know that you made mistake, sorry is good, better is apologies. So it depends on different contexts. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, accept my apologies, or I apologize, and I'm afraid. Do you
Yeah.
want to write on the board so I can type them on the board if you need?
What?
Do you want me to type them on the board? If you need, I can type them.
Yeah, no, I don't. I
Okay,
don't need. Yeah.
okay, very good. Well, so it would probably, for example, it would be probably arrive late. Would be, could be. It could be a problem. I don't know. It may be difficult. We might not be able. So may, might, could, would. Of course, all yes. And we were hoping for, we were expecting for, when you, I don't know, express disappointment or something like. So there are different phrases. These are just some alternatives, but lots.
Yeah.
So it depends. If you know actually the concept and the definition of this, the use of this language, you can easily use different words. So it's not the rule that you definitely should use this one or that one. Okay?
So yeah, I have a question. We
Of course.
use speculative language. That mean we answer or we feedback in some situation is not sure, and maybe is in the positive in the negative, right? That mean
So
in some instead of I cannot and don't and cannot and something like that,
what
we
it's
use.
actually here, yeah, when you want to actually make decision, or you want to inform, or you want to give information based on guess, like we think, I'm not sure, I
Yeah.
guess, yeah. This actually, you know, these phrases are useful. So
Yeah, but yeah, my question is in the negative context.
negative
Yeah,
can be
that means
negative.
when I know that is not
No,
it will
no,
it not happen.
no, not only negative. So
Yeah,
for
yeah.
example, you want to predict.
Yes.
For example, I ask you, when is the time, the exact time of delivery? You can say that, unfortunately, I have no idea about the exact time, but it would be, for example, probably, I don't know, in 3 weeks. So it
Yeah.
means I'm not sure. So it's no, it's not just for negative.
Yeah.
State no. Positive, negative, just when you want to actually give information based on guess. So do you
Okay.
think, so then you can use would, could, yeah, of course, might.
Yes.
Well, and any other questions?
No, I don't.
Wow.
Yes.
Beverly Watches. So let's see. Beverly Watches, located in Los Angeles, California, owns a chain of stores selling jewelry and fashion watches. Its best-selling products are high-quality ladies' watches, which are innovative and offer a variety of face colors. The company is increasingly sourcing its products from Asian countries, and its profit margin on such products is usually 80% to 100%. The date is October 1st. The buying compartment wishes to purchase 5,000 ladies' watches, all of which must arrive in Los Angeles by November 15 in time for Christmas buying season. The company believes it can definitely sell 3,000 watches, but the remaining 2,000 will depend on demand, which is uncertain. Because Beverly Watches has cash flow problems, it wishes to pay for the goods as late as possible. The target consumer is price conscious but will pay more if the watches have original design. Members of the buying department are now in Asia looking for a reliable supplier with whom they can build a long-lasting relationship. You have contacted 3 companies who could supply the watches. Oh, so that's really good. Okay, now, what is the task? We have some information here. And now read information about each supplier. We have 3 suppliers, okay? And some information is missing. Which supplier looks the most attractive at this stage? What problems, if any, could there be with each supplier? So, first of all, let's read the first one. Okay.
So they face the cash flow problem.
This one, of course, first about the first, okay, supplier. So let's see, quantity, 1,000 in stock and 4,000 available in Hong Kong by November 1st. Very slim and tight, 3 colors. Okay, mechanism made in the company's factory in China. And unit cost, $48. Delivery, no information. Payment, 50%. Deposit when order placed remained, okay, payable when the goods are shipped. Payment, no information, no information, no information for discount, return good. I think it's not really attractive. What do you think about this one?
Yeah, and what I have to do in this?
So just you tell, oh, I said, I'm sorry, I talked too fast. Okay, let me be a little more slow. Like, you know, we have 3 suppliers for these watches. So actually, you know that the title is Beverly Watches, okay? We have 3 suppliers. The first one, okay, Hong Kong, and you can see some details. So which we want to choose one of them. Which one can be considered like, you know, more attractive, the best maybe, and the most suitable one? So the first one, okay, how many? 1,000 in stock and 4,000 available in Hong Kong by November 1st. Good. Product features, very slim and light, good, 3 colors, okay, and made in China. Cost, $48. Delivery, no information. Discount, no information. Return good, no. Guarantee, no. Okay? And 50% deposit when order placed. And reminder, like, you know, payable when the goods are shipped. So good. Okay, reminder. So this one is good. The second one, we have another 3,000 Malaysia and 3,000 stock, 2,000 available in Malaysia by November 1st. 2 classic design, 4 colors, and mechanism made in Japan. I think this one is better. Price a bit higher. Again, delivery no. Discount no, return no, so nothing, no information, just payment, pay when the goods are sent, no deposit. So this one, no deposit, okay. And the last one, 5,000 stock, 8 colors, oh, South Korea, multiple functions, mechanism made in Switzerland. Wow, good. $60. Delivery, no information, payment, 20% deposit when order placed, and again. So which one can be more captivating, you think? So South Korea, Malaysia, or Hong Kong, which one?
Yeah, I think we should to compare by one by one by one.
One by one.
The first one is quantity. It's no problem, right? And shipping is no problem, right? Because they have to ship by November 15th. So all of them will be shipped by November 1st, and they don't face any problem with quantity. For product feature, I don't know, but I think it's the same, because I don't know their customer know about the information of that product.
Actually, you know, about the first one, let's talk about, yeah, there is no, about quantity you mentioned, because of this, I want to talk about it. Look, 1,000, okay, in stock, 4,000 available. Again, 3,000, 2,000 available, but here, look, in South Korea, 5,000 stock. So actually, the order is ready. So I think, I don't know, maybe this one a little bit, maybe less risky. Just, you know, I don't know, of course it can be provided, but maybe one person, so because this is business, we need to consider like, okay, if one person, they can't, for example, prepare the remaining numbers, so I think it's a bit risky. The second one, we are talking about design. 3 colors. Okay. And here we have multiple functions, 8 colors. And we have this name, you know that. When it comes to watch and when we see Switzerland, no one says anything because we know that actually this country, you know?
Yes. Yes.
So the first one, China, I'm sorry, but
yeah,
definitely no, even if it's free. And it's $48. So, and let's see, the most important thing is that when comparing the price, you can see a significant increase, like 38, 55, and 60.
Yeah.
So this one is good. And deposit is really good, just 20%, and it's really reasonable, I think, acceptable that, okay, so you need to pay 20%, and when the order plays, so then the rest of it. So I think this is my idea, first because of this name, first of all, and 8 colors, multiple functions, price is acceptable, and deposit is good. So I think the third one. What do you think?
Yeah, I consider supply 2 and 3.
Yeah, of course, 2 and 3. Yeah, this one.
I know the in the paragraph they said that the company they face a problem. They had cash flow problem. So so if they pay deposits, they may face
maybe, of course, because of this. Yeah, maybe.
But I know that if in the product perspective, Switzerland is very famous, and no comment if a product comes from Switzerland.
Of course, I do agree, because you know, but again, pay when at least, you know, finally they need to pay. Just the time is different, you know? So I think maybe it doesn't help, you know? Yeah, of course they have problem. I don't know, like, you know, just, you know, sending money or getting money, like, you know, in and out. So I don't know of a business. So I think, you know, the cash flow here, maybe this one can't help. So because you, of course, you finally need to pay. So maybe 20%, I'm not sure about it. So, but yes, we can consider this one. But, of course, so, about the first one, it's like, you know, just...
Yeah, we can ignore the first, the first one.
No.
Because,
No, of course. Well, okay. And now, so we have writing, so we have nothing to, but it's really good. So once you write something, write and send it to me so that I can access your writing skills. That is really good. It can be really, because you will. So in the future, you will write, and you need it. So I will hope.
But ChatGPT can help me in this.
Oh, no, let me say something. That is really good, but be careful, especially when writing email or sending, you know, letters to someone, because ChatGPT is really good, but you know, you should send a humanized version. ChatGPT is not, so that is really important. For example, when we read something, we can understand that if it's written by ChatGPT or other, you know, AI or no. So I think you need to. So yes, you can get help, but then you change it, please. So
Yes.
write your own. That is really important.
Yeah.
But why not?
And how about the Grammarly? Do you know Grammarly too?
Of course I do. Of course. Good.
And
So correction is good.
what happened if I find the idea from ChatGPT, and after that I will recheck or double check and by Grammarly, so Grammarly may help me to revise and some mistake in, and as you mentioned that is human eye, right?
Yeah.
So Grammarly can help, right?
No, let me say something. Because you know that they're slightly different. So Grammarly and ChatGPT, first of all, is really good one. Of course, we have different, but ChatGPT is really acceptable. And then you can do something. So you can ask. For example, write something, then ask ChatGPT if, for example, your writing is humanized or no. And then it says. So, okay, you need to change it. So that is really, you can ask it. But Grammarly, for example, if you have Grammarly on your phone, when typing and you have its keyword is really good, you are typing and you may make, I don't know, some mistakes. But there is a point here that let me say something. For example, when we're typing, texting, okay, of course, and sometimes you are using Grammarly and say, oh, just put comma, do this, do that. No, it's too much. So sometimes, so actually, even it's, I don't know, something like it's caused some mistakes. So Grammarly is really good, especially in order to check, for example, like, words and, spelling, grammar. So really good. But sometimes it's too much. For example, I see that, okay, use comma. Just to stop. What is comma? We are just texting. You put comma or I don't know dot here. So actually it's really good. Grammarly is really accurate in order to correct but you don't need it when you use ChatGPT because actually it already do. Like, so you don't need Grammarly and ChatGPT together. ChatGPT is really good, but pay attention. First of all, when writing, when asking, compare and try to check. Because, this is, of course, so it's not something that you can, it's really reliable, but you need to check again and then ask it to make it humanized. Then you can use.
That means it should be smoothly and it should be smooth and maze and the reader feel like it right by human, right?
Of course, because you know that the way that we speak, the way that we write is definitely different. With artificial intelligence, that is really different, and we can understand. For example, some of my students send me some essay, teacher, we're it, and I say, okay, so that's perfect. We don't say why, and it can help. So it can help. You can learn. Why not? You can improve. You can get help. But they even don't read. Just copy, and I can see that. Okay, dear, this is not you. And I can understand because, we don't write this way. It's like too robotic to be.
Because, I am not a native English, so so I don't find amplify, and I will not see the problem.
Of course, but we see. What we see.
Sometimes, for example, you are learn Vietnamese. So you say something, it's not in order, word by word. I don't know, and in English I don't know, and I will not see that problem.
Definitely yes. For example, if I learn Vietnamese, I can't be professional. because I'm not Vietnamese. So even
yeah.
if I am really perfect speaker, if I'm really good learner, really, but still you can understand, no, this one is not Vietnamese. It's like exactly the same in English. Like, we can understand, like, no, he is. For example, one of my students sent me a really perfect essay. And I know the level of my students. I know that, for example, I was like, why? So, okay, you use ChatGPT or so that is really good, but try to change it. So, because I can see that this one is written by AI or a really professional person that you are not, for example. So this is exactly the same in your language. You understand, even I'm the best one, best learner, but you can understand that I'm not.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jose.
Yeah, of course. But ChatGPT is really good.
Yeah.
And we have another, actually, let me introduce another app when learning English, especially that can be really Practica. Do you use it? Practica.
Practica.
Practica
No.
is really
No.
good. I'm not sure if you can, of course you can download, you can buy, you can download. You can get the app on your phone and Practica. And you can, that is really good. You can practice English and that can be really helpful if you have any question. So I think you can use this app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will try. I will try. But I only have 1 hour for learning English.
No, you don't need to learn. It's like, for example, you can choose me. Okay, there are some, this is, you know that, again, this is AI. And that is really easy. So you can say, for example, Practica, I want to say hello. And it says, no, don't say hello, say hi, for example. Okay, this way, really easy. Really, actually, that is really functional.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, well, so I don't want to take your time. So have a great and fruitful day and see you at the next session.
Yeah, thank you. See you on the next.
Of course, goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye.
Goodbye.